ready to have your minds blown as we explore the hidden gems of Bangladesh. Shapes that look like they're from another planet, and adventures that will get your heart pounding. I'm not just showing you pictures, we're going on a full, immersive journey. From the longest beach in the entire world to the deepest, most mysterious mangrove forests where actual tigers roam free. We're going to climb mountains. All right, for our first stop, we are at Cox's Bazar, and this isn't just any beach, guys. This is the longest natural sea beach on planet Earth. I mean, look at this thing. It just goes on forever. You could literally walk for days and not reach the end. The sand is golden, the waves are perfect, and the energy here is just electric. We're not just going to walk on it, though. We're going to experience everything this incredible place has to offer. We're talking about surfing, jet skiing, and some of the most epic sunsets you will ever see in your life. But wait, it gets even better. There's this road called the Marine Drive, and it is one of the most beautiful coastal roads I've ever been on, stopping at every little fishing village and hidden spot we could find. The sheer scale of this place is mind-boggling, and I can't believe more people don't know about it. This is easily one of the most underrated wonders of the world. Okay, things are about to get serious. We've left the beach behind and now we're heading into the Sundarbans, the largest mangrove forest in the entire world. This place is wild, mysterious, and honestly, a little bit terrifying because it's home to the legendary Royal Bengal tiger. We're going on a multi-day boat safari, deep into the maze of creeks and rivers. Every sound, every rustle in the trees makes you wonder if a tiger is watching you. Our guide is an expert who has been navigating these waters his whole life. We're also seeing spotted deer, giant crocodiles sunbathing on the riverbanks, and hundreds of species of birds. It feels like we've entered a completely different world, a real-life jungle book. The thrill of not knowing what's around the next corner is an adrenaline rush like no other. This isn't a zoo, guys. This is the wild, and we are right in the middle of it. This is true adventure. After the intensity of the Sundarbans, we needed something a little more chill, so we came to Srimangal, the tea capital of Bangladesh. And when I say tea capital, I mean it. There are rolling hills covered in vibrant green tea gardens as far as the eye can see. It is one of the most peaceful and beautiful landscapes you can imagine. We spent the day walking through the tea plantations, learning how tea is picked and processed, and just soaking in the incredible scenery. It smells amazing here, like fresh, clean tea leaves everywhere you go. Each layer has a different color and a different taste, from sweet to spicy, all perfectly separated in a single glass. How do they even do this? It's like a magic trick you can drink. Srimangal is an absolute feast for the senses, a perfect place to relax, recharge, and drink a rainbow. Our next stop is Sylhet, a region that's basically nature's playground. If you love exploring, this is your paradise. It's got everything. Rolling green hills, crystal clear rivers, and some of the most stunning waterfalls I've ever seen hidden away in the jungle. We trekked for hours to find places like Radagul Swamp Forest, which is like a freshwater version of the Sundarbans, and Jaflong, where you can see people collecting stones from the riverbed with a backdrop of mountains in India. It's a completely unique and surreal landscape. The culture here is also incredibly rich. We met the local Khasi people, learned about their traditions, and even got invited to try some of their local food, which was amazing. We spent a whole day just hopping from one spot to another, boating on the beautiful Lalakal River, whose water is an emerald green color, and then hiking to the magnificent Pangthumai waterfall. Sylhet is for the true explorer, the person who wants to get off the beaten path and discover something truly special. This place is an absolute gem. You guys are not going to believe this next location. We are on St. Martin's Island, the only coral island in all of Bangladesh. Getting here was an adventure in itself, involving a boat ride across the Bay of Bengal, but it was so worth it. This place is paradise. The water is crystal clear, the sand is white, and the entire island is surrounded by vibrant coral reefs. It's a tiny island, so you can literally walk around the whole thing in just a few hours. The vibe here is super laid back and chill. We spent the day snorkeling, and the underwater world here is insane. We saw so many colorful fish and amazing coral formations. It felt like we were swimming in a giant aquarium. And the food? Don't even get me started. We had the freshest seafood of my life. Lobsters, crabs, and fish that were caught just hours before we ate them, grilled right on the beach. At night, with no city lights, the sky is filled with more stars than I've ever seen. This is the ultimate tropical escape. Get ready for some serious adventure because we are now in Bandarban, the most rugged and remote region in Bangladesh. This is the heart of the Chittagong Hill, tracts home to incredible mountains, breathtaking waterfalls, and over 15 different indigenous tribes. Our goal was to reach the top of Nilgiri Hills, which feels like you're literally standing on top of a sea of clouds. The views are just out of this world, absolutely surreal. But the real adventure was the journey to Nafakam Waterfall, known as the Niagara of Bangladesh. It involved a bumpy jeep ride, a long boat trip up a rocky river, and then hours of trekking through dense jungle and stream. Along the way, we stayed in a tribal village and got to experience their culture firsthand, which was an incredibly humbling and eye-opening experience. Bandarban is not for the faint of heart, but if you want raw, untamed. From the rugged mountains of Bandarban, we've traveled to Rangamati, a district that is defined by one massive man-made lake, Kaptai Lake. This lake is huge, and it has completely shaped the landscape and the lives of the people here. We rented a boat for the day to explore its vastness, and it's like a whole other world out on the water. You see islands that used to be hilltops, submerged temples, and vibrant tribal villages dotted along the shoreline. It's both beautiful and a little eerie to think about what lies beneath the surface. The most iconic landmark here is, without a doubt, the Hanging Bridge. It's a simple pedestrian bridge, but it connects two landmasses and offers the most incredible panoramic views of the lake. It's the perfect spot for photos. We also visited a local tribal market, which was a whirlwind of colors, sounds, and smells. Rangamati is a place of incredible beauty and cultural diversity, all centered around this stunning lake. This is Somapura Mahavihara in Paharpur, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it is one of the most important archaeological sites in all of South Asia. This place was built in the 8th century and was one of the most famous Buddhist monasteries in the world. The central temple is this enormous pyramid-like structure. This isn't just a pile of old bricks, it's a window into a lost world, and it is unbelievably cool to see in person. I thought the last place was old, but we've just gone even further back in time. Welcome to Mahasthangar, the oldest known city in Bangladesh, with ruins dating all the way back to the 3rd century BCE. That is over 2,000 years ago. This was once a massive, fortified city, the capital of ancient kingdom. You are literally walking on layers and layers of history. We're exploring the citadel area, which is protected by these huge, ancient walls. Our guide showed us the different excavation sites, pointing out structures from various periods. Mauryan, Gupta, Pala. It's like a history textbook come to life. We saw the foundations of ancient temples, palaces, and gateways. It really puts things into perspective. Next up, we're exploring the historic mosque city of Baghat. This place is famous for its huge concentration of mosques and tombs from the 15th century, built by a Turkish general named Khan Jahan Ali. The architecture here is totally unique, a blend of Mughal and Bengali styles that you won't see anywhere else. The entire city feels like an open-air museum, with ancient structures popping up in the middle of lush green landscapes. The main event, of course, is the Shait Gumbad Masjid, or the 60-dome mosque. This place is a must-see for anyone who loves history or architecture. No trip to Bangladesh would be complete without diving headfirst into the chaos and energy of the capital city, Dhaka. This city is one of the most densely populated places on Earth, and it is a complete sensory overload in the best way possible. The streets are a whirlwind of rickshaws, people, and noise. We started in Old Dhaka, a maze of narrow alleyways, historic buildings, and bustling markets. We visited incredible places like the Ahsan Manzil, also known as the Pink Palace, and the unfinished but still epic Lal Bagh Fort. But the real reason to come to Dhaka is for the food. The street food scene here is legendary. We're talking about biryani that has been cooked for hours, fushka, which are these crispy Dhaka is loud, it's crowded, it's chaotic, but it is absolutely full of life and flavor. For our final stop, we're taking a trip back in time to Sonargaon, the ancient capital of Bengal. This place was once a thriving administrative and commercial center, and you can still feel its former glory. Sonargaon is the perfect final chapter to our journey, a place that perfectly captures the blend of beauty, history, and mystery that defines this incredible country. It's a quiet, reflective end to an epic adventure. And that is a wrap on our insane adventure through the 12 most incredible destinations in Bangladesh. From the world's longest beach to ancient lost cities, from tiger-filled forests to mountains that touch the clouds, this country has completely blown my mind. The landscapes are stunning, the history is deep, and the people are some of the most welcoming I have ever met. This journey was about more than just seeing cool places. It was about showing you a side of the world that most people never get to see. Bangladesh is a country full of adventure, beauty, and surprises around every corner. I truly believe it's one of the most underrated travel destinations on the planet, and I hope this video has inspired you to see it for yourself. Thank you again for joining me on this journey through Bangladesh.
Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.